This week on the Matt Cousin Podcast, we're going to talk a little bit about iPad cases. Brennan's pulling a blank. We're also going to talk a little bit about the iKlear cleaning solution.
We just broke our mic.
Yeah, we did just break a mic, so if the audio sucks.
So this might suck and we'll have to redo it. And if not, so be it.
So I guess we can just jump right into it and talk about the Dodocase a little bit.
Yeah, it's a nice little wooden, is that bamboo?
Yeah, it is. Is that bamboo?
I don't know.
It is actually bamboo. Actually, I'm going to take this iPad out.
Don't make fun of me. I know what I'm talking about.
So the Dodocase backstory is pretty cool. It's all handmade using traditional book binding techniques in San Francisco. And what they've done is they've kind of taken the technology that they used to use to make cases and put them into an iPad case. Now, it looks like leather, it's not, which is a little bit crappy, but the actual inside here is bamboo. It's hardwood. The case is cardboard and it looks like a moleskin. The back's Dodocase pressed into it. They have a variety of colors inside. So inside colors, we've got the orange. Red seems to be the most popular. They have like blues and greens.
We always get everything orange, eh?
Yeah.
It's like nobody wants orange.
That might be why they send it to us.
We always get every product to review in orange.
That's true. We do get a lot of orange stuff. The case is pretty awesome on a whole. It's going to be kind of loud snapping in my mic.
Let's go over that. The case
well, the case
looks
as it is
nice.
Yes.
The case isn't awesome.
The case is awesome.
Drop that and see what happens right now.
Okay. A lot of people have said that, so that is a very good point.
But let's be real. If you have a case and
yes,
and you want to use it as a case, what a case is meant for,
right?
Dropping. If you have,
I would disagree with that.
Compared to my otter
yes,
that we
you have that here
last
somewhere,
week,
don't you?
Yeah, it's around somewhere. But that you could drop.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
A case.
So
that's more aesthetics.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't save your iPad from a 5-foot drop case, right? This is.
I'm at Starbucks and I want to look cool.
But on the whole, for the price, it's actually pretty good. They do a Kindle and iPad version. So the Kindle version is $49.95.
Holy crap! That's almost the price of a Kindle.
No, it's not.
Is it like $100?
No, like $150.
You can get Amazon deal, dude.
Okay, whatever. And then the iPad case is $59.95.
You're gonna want you know what? No, I'm not trying to bash Dodo at all. Like they're nice cases.
Right.
But I mean, if you're gonna spend $50,
how much was the OtterBox case?
Holy hell,
dude! It's you're buying it for the look. There's no doubt about it. You're buying it.
So you're showing off.
No, you're not showing off. It's got nothing to do with showing off.
It's like, what purpose does that serve? Give me a good purpose that case serves.
I think that the iPad itself is a little bit for showing off.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You shut up. You're just the cameraman.
I'm just saying.
You shut your mouth.
Hey, I got the power to cut that in.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
So the second case I want to talk about, and it's the one that's been the most use for me since I've gotten it. I've just recently done the Dodocase. Is this book? I'll zip it up and we can take a close-up look at it. Built very identical to the book by 12 South for MacBooks.
Yep.
The concept is it looks like a book. It sits on your shelf. It says on the side, 12 South book. The attention to detail is phenomenal. It's more pad. This is going to be the same problem as the Dodo. It's not going to withstand a drop. It might absorb a little bit, but
so you know how you pitch to sell that to someone? Not for the case itself.
How it looks. 100%
no,
how it looks.
not just how it looks. I'm going away on vacation. I'm leaving my iPad at home.
That's what I did.
I'm taking my tech stuff. That goes right. Bookshelf.
Yeah.
Someone robs me. They're not going to steal your books.
No, for sure. They'll never know either of these cases. This one might be a little bit suspect.
What they should do, though, they should actually put book titles on the side.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Like,
that would be like Alice in Wonderland or something.
Yeah. So this one does what the Dodocase doesn't do, and that it is meant to stand up. There's this strap here. If you guys can see it in Justin TV, but and the strap goes around the back of the case at whatever angle you want it to be held up at and stuff like that. And there's a piece of leather that you wrap the other piece of leather around.
It's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. It's not. So I did it too tight, but this is meant to stand up. I did it too tight, but I've used it. I'll loosen it.
You can tell it's been worn out a little.
Yeah, I've been using this for quite a while. So it stands up really well. So this will stay. It won't in this regard because of the angle and stuff. So moving along to not expensive cases, this case, and it's something I thought
special.
Well, I call them the eBay special, and the company might be pissed that I'm saying that, but these cases, I'm going to put this in here and we'll show it off at the close-up as well. So this case in particular,
I wouldn't recommend you dropping that either.
no, but
these cases
they're not meant to protect your iPad, right? It's more businessy. This one especially. You're gonna stick it in a briefcase. You're gonna stick it in a laptop bag and go. If you're clumsy, you're not gonna want one. Either any of these cases really. This case in particular is also meant to stand, but the stand system in this is a lot better. So if you look really closely here. There's some grooves in the back side of the case, and the back side of the iPad, there's a groove in the case. So they're meant to be bent. So this one, if you bend it, and it still is attached here, you can bend them and sit them on a particular groove to keep them upright at different angles. And the great thing is the price, right? Like 10 bucks, 15 bucks. You can find these cases on eBay, dirt cheap, dirt cheap.
Can't go wrong with 10 bucks.
I don't remember the price of this one exactly, but it was definitely under $20.
Coming up next on Mattgasm, we talk about the iKlear. Okay, now to go.
So, there's a lot of people have problems with, especially on iPads and iPhones, smudges, right? They get smudged up really super easy. You know, we're no different. Same thing with my monitor, or, you know, you sneeze midday and your screen's covered. It's kind of gross. I'm going to be really honest right now. I assumed it was a giant joke. I mean, what the hell is the difference between this and water? But after some testing, it actually cleaned up a huge problem I had with my cinema display. So my cinema display had what I thought was burn-in, which I know cinema displays and LCDs and all that jazz don't get burn-in. And I would clean it using typical cleaning products. I tried other monitor-specific cleaning products. Nothing worked, so I assumed it was dead crystals. But then I was trying this. I was just cleaning my monitors with it and cleaning, you know, the devices around the house, and it's gone. So it wasn't dead crystals. It was actually grime. So the concept is, so what you get in this bundle, and you can buy all this stuff separately.
Condoms.
They're not condoms. They're cleaning, like wet naps for cleaning.
Oh, so they're
monitors.
wet naps. They're expensive wet naps.
They're expensive wet naps. You get this spray-on cleaning solution.
Let's
and
open up.
two of these like non-scratch cloths. What I did, and what you're supposed to do is, there's two steps. You wait for your monitor to cool down, which I didn't do to Brendan's laptop. It works very well, and the stupid white. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but Brendan's making awkward sounds.
I'm just cleaning it off. I'm going to show you an example here.
Did you let it?
Oh, I didn't shut it
cool
off. I did not shut my phone off.
So they come with two wipes.
Okay.
One, no, you're doing it the wrong way.
Fuck you.
That's the right way. And boom, goes the dynamite. It's a buffer cloth. That's what they say. So there you go, buff it. Buff
Get
it.
in there.
Buff
Get
it.
in there. Anyways, so that's a cleaning product. If you want one.
It works well. It's not hype. It fixed my cinema display. I thought I'd have to buy a new one. So as a bundle, $20 to $25. There's two different bundles. And you can buy all these things separately. So if you just want a cleaning like wipe, the travel wipes is what they call them. I think they're like $5 to $10. And then if you want the bottle, it's like $5. You can buy it all for like $20.
Next up on Mattgasm, we're covering the Power Mat.
It's not exactly a mat, is it?
It's a little piece of plastic.
Okay, so the Power Mat actually comes in a longer mat, but essentially the concept here, it's a charging station. No, you can buy a mat and these cases separately for different devices. The one I have right here is iPhone.
Let me rant on that in a bit.
No, you can buy them together. These came together.
Oh, I know.
Okay, or you can buy them separately.
Put them on
Big mat, you can put multiple charging things on one mat, or you can buy single-use charging stations. So the concept is it's inductive charging. I think it's magnetic based. So the Power Mat case on its own is kind of similar in design to a traditional iPhone battery pack. So there's the case, and you've got the dock connector at the bottom.
So it's like,
but it's not a battery. So this.
Are you sure there's no
battery?
No, I get you, but there could be a little temporary battery in there.
No, there's no temporary battery.
The charge goes from here to here to here.
The charge goes.
See the case.
No. The charge step away from the case. The charge does go from here to the dock connector to the phone from the device, but it's not a little battery. Okay, it's magnetic based. So if you push gently along the plastic here, you can feel like an indent, right? That indent needs to line up with, and you don't see it on there, but it needs to line up properly on the power mat to charge. So
it kind of
no, dude.
just
It is magnetic, but
it's not that strong.
it's not that strong.
Can't see
It uses the dock connector to charge the device. Well, when I'm at home, I have multiple docks around my house for music.
Yep.
Right? You can't just plug this into a music dock. So I would prefer if there was an actual dock connector here that would let you just sit it as is. So for me to charge it in a dock or play music from, I have to take it apart, put it in the music dock, take it out, put the case back together. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
The case does have USB, so you can use USB or USB plugs, and you can plug this in your computer and it will sync with iTunes. So it kind of takes those proper steps. You just can't use it with a traditional dock. The magnetic points need to be touching to charge, right? You think power mat, you think the whole thing is a charging station. Well, it's not. So like, it's not going to charge. It'll shake and you'll hear the noise. That is wrong. It's actually sitting how you should sit in the dock cradle part perfectly. The points aren't matched up, so they're not charging like you're out of luck. You have to physically place your device the proper way in the proper location on the power mat to charge. That's kind of defeats the purpose to me. Like the concept when I got it and when I heard about it is you take this thing home, you know, at the end of the day you're tired, you just stick it on, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They need to have something that, I don't know if you can do this, that if you have a bunch of devices, and I know that they try to, the marketing material on a lot of these products, like you just stick it on the back of your iPhone,
right,
and you just plop it down kind of thing. But if they could come up with a way,
like the table was a mat, or there was a mat, and the whole mat was a charging station.
You can just throw all your devices on it
and charge.
Not have to put them in the groove, or because like I'd come home and you know what, I'd throw this on my desk and I just maybe not that hard,
easy, my phone.
but I would just place it in, and if it's not lined up, like look at
it's not charging. So a lot of the reviews I read, which I think are a little bit unfair, is more gimmick than useful. I can see where they're coming from, right? You assume it's wireless charging, you got a dock or a charging station that it's going to do what we want it to do. Well, the technology's not there yet. You know, you need these points to match up before it properly charges. I wouldn't go as far as saying gimmick. It charges your phone. You need to treat it like a dock. You need to place your phone how it needs to be, how the mat expects your phone to be for it to charge. I mean, that's where we're at right now. Maybe in the future we'll be able to buy tables with a bunch of these little points on it.
But
I don't know.
One of the benefits of the power mat though is you're not constantly ramming your phone in a dock.
Yeah.
With my iPhone 3G, it's starting to crack on the back.
Yeah, mine's already cracked.
So many times you put it in the dock and then you pull it out and you might lean it and it bends and it starts cracking.
No, for sure.
So one of the things that they have solved by doing this, and I can just imagine the technology is going to keep advancing. So they're going to have the tables, like we said, where you can just put it anywhere on the table. And
Exactly.
Yep. So hope you enjoyed this episode of Macasm.
Yep. You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Macasm. You can follow us individually, twitter.com/Joshua Schnell.
And East Scene.
Twitter.com/eScene. We have a Facebook page on our site. You can go to our site, macasm.net. You can join Facebook, our Facebook group there. You can, subscribe to our RSS and all that jazz from the website. So for Macasm, I'm Joshua Schnell.
And I'm Brendan Schnell.
Have a good one.
Later.
Like the little crystals, we're going tits up. So
you mean you're getting dead pixels?
Yeah, I thought I had dead pixels.
Oh, I didn't know the technical term was tits up.
So